And joining us on this live broadcast is Mr. E. Sridharan. Mr. Sridharan is otherwise known to the rest of India as Metro Man. Mr. Sridharan will be taking the political plunge officially tomorrow in Kerala. Is the BJP's latest entrant. Mr. Sridharan, thank you for speaking to Republic TV. First of all, why and how did you take the decision to finally take the political plunge?
Well, the main reason is that all my professional responsibilities have been completed. And the last responsibility was rebuilding a bridge in Kochi. That has been over. I thought I am still having sufficient stamina, enthusiasm, and my experience and talent should be available to the state. That is the main reason I decided to jump into the election process, the politics.
Will you be contesting the elections, Mr. Sridharan? Will you be a candidate for the BJP in Kerala?
Yes, I will be.
And have you decided on a seat? Which constant?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
And the last time I spoke to you a couple of days ago over the phone, you spoke about the reasons why you decided on the BJP and not any other party. Why is that?
It's mainly because the other two parties who have been ruling Kerala alternatively in a cyclic fashion, LDF and the UDF, they have miserably failed to come to the expectations of the Keralites. You find that really no tangible benefit has come to the state. Now, if it is not done now, and most worrying thing about is the way the debt burden of the state is increasing. State will end up in complete bankruptcy the way they are going today. Not even a single industry has come to the state during the last 20 years. Industry has to come if employment has to be given. These are the main reasons why I said, yes, something has got to be done for the state. And these two parties have failed so far.
And you spoke about, the last time I spoke to you, you mentioned that no big investment has come into Kerala in the last at least 10 years. Why do you feel that
20
way?
years.
20 years.
Last
Okay.
20 years, nothing has come.
And what is the primary reason according to you? You share a very close relationship with Kerala. You've been living there for almost 10 years.
The main reason is indisciplined unionship. Union activity. For anything there is immediately samaram, that sort of thing, you see. That is why people are not willing to come and invest the money because they're not sure they'll be allowed to function properly. That atmosphere has to change. People should have confidence to come, start an industry and run it peacefully. That has got to be created. That I feel BJP will be able to do it. Particularly the government of India also is being BJP, so it will be easier for them to achieve this.
And why do you feel it's going to be easier for the BJP to do whatever you mentioned in Kerala?
Mainly because, you see, today the state government is always fighting with the center. On every issue, they find fault with that, including audit. The Control and Audit General of India is not able to function here.
Right.
Unless the two governments join together, center and the state, the state cannot progress. That is the one main reason I felt, yes, the BJP has got a better chance to get full assistance, support and guidance from the government of India.
You're someone, sir, who's worked with different governments across India, in different projects across India, and all of them successful and prestigious projects. You worked with every party and government that there is. In some of the pictures that we're displaying right now while interviewing you are your pictures with the late Sheila Dikshit. So I'm sure you have friends across the political spectrum, and how are they reacting to your political plunge in Kerala?
Well,
the party that you've chosen?
No adverse reaction has so far come from the other two LDF and the UDF so far. Of course, everybody is wondering why, as a technocrat, I should jump into politics. Particularly, many feel that whatever image I have, whatever reputation I have, all that will be lost by entering into politics. Many people feel like that, but I don't think so. My only thing is I have not joined politics for any particular position or any particular recognition or for fame. I have joined only so that I will have a good opportunity to do something good for the state. There I don't expect any reward. I'm not bothered what will be the outcome.
You know, Mr. Sridharan, yeah, go ahead. Complete your point, sir. Complete your point.
Yes, I completed. That's the main reason.
Yeah. No,
So even if I don't succeed, I will not bother about it.
yeah.
I am at least have got the satisfaction I tried my level best to serve the people here.
Well, it's that spirit at your age, Mr. Sridharan, and you're willing to go all out. Now, you mentioned that you're willing to take on any responsibility that the party may give you. Have you been in touch with the senior leadership of the party, with the central leadership perhaps?
I've been in touch with the state leadership only, not with the center.
Right.
Probably I don't know whether the central leadership is aware that I have decided to join BJP. I'm not even sure about it. But that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But as a technocrat, now you know this is something that we are seeing more frequently now. Technocrats, bureaucrats, people with experience in administration, plunging into politics at some stage. You think that's going to make a big difference?
Certainly. See, the bureaucrats are all experienced people, a lot of knowledgeable people, highly trained, and they will be run a system much better than the politicians. Unfortunately, politicians are not allowing the bureaucrats to function properly. That is exactly what is happening in Kerala. The excellent bureaucrats are available here. Unfortunately, they have no say in any matter, even if they do something that is immediately countermanded by the politicians. They have to be given confidence and empowerment. You find the system will work very well.
Yeah. You mentioned union politics a few minutes back. Any comment on the recent controversies, especially because and the reason I'm bringing this up, and I don't want to drag you into any controversy, but the recent, big national story from Kerala that everybody covered extensively was the Kerala gold scam. And the reason I'm bringing it up is also because you mentioned bureaucracy and how some are under the control of the government. Now, that's a phenomena that we're seeing. But any comments on the developments in the case, the Kerala gold scam especially?
No, that is, you see, unfortunately, one bureaucrat has been dragged into that. But it is not, the system works not through the bureaucracy at all. The system works through politics and people who are wanted to make money easy. That is very much rampant in Kerala. You find every day gold being smuggled, people being caught. And people who are being caught are being let off straight away. At least every day, 2-3 such cases are happening. Why are they not being put behind the bars? People are indulging in this. That's not happening. That means there is also a political support for this sort of thing going on.
And any word on the politics of violence? Because we've been, in the last few days, getting several stories, several comments from Kerala. To be more specific, the PFI story we've been reporting on, some controversial comments that were made. And today there was a video sequence, that we broadcast as well. Politics of violence is something that Kerala, that Kerala is also witnessing in the last few years, especially, and it's not a recent phenomena, but it is certainly a headline.
It is true. There is a lot of political violence in Kerala, and I personally feel most of this violence, the root cause is the politicians, particularly the left politicians. They are the root cause for most of the violence here.
Okay, Mr. Sridharan, all the very best, and thank you for speaking to Republic TV. We hope to speak to you more closer to the elections, perhaps, and if you campaign, we'll catch you in the middle of that campaign as well.
Oh,
good to
thank
talk
you.
to you,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Sridharan.
much, Mr. Niranjan. Thank you very much.
Good to speak to you. Thank you.